Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cluster API release team for CAPI v1.11. It's the 24th of June. We are a subproject of SIG Cluster Lifecycle, and as I'm sure you're well aware, we try to abide by the rules of conduct, which basically boils down to try and use the raise hand feature and try and make this a friendly, welcoming place for anyone. Um, yeah, so let's get right into it. Next, milestones is the first thing on the agenda. I assume we're talking about the overall schedule. So let me flip over to that. Oops. So we are week 6. So we're not on the calendar because we don't have any specific tasks this week. In, sorry, 6th, 9th. That's right. That was last. Okay, now that was last week. Next week is we're going to do an Alpha 2 release. I assume we're still on track for that. It sounds like we are. Um, and as Fabrizio was pointing out in the last CAPI meeting, this is the first time we've done all these alpha releases because v1 beta 2 is a little more complicated. So that's what's on the horizon. And then the status update from the CI team. I haven't posted my status yet, but today I'm responsible for it, and things look pretty good in general. But there are a couple of known flakes. There's something, I don't know, Alima, if you've seen this or not, but there's some tests that succeed, but then at the very end, they're checking for that all the Docker containers have gone away, and they find some that are still running, and I think that's the error they're failing on. It's a little hard to tell. So I was going to report that one. And then I dug into the bug you reported
Yeah.
yesterday, and I was able to reproduce it. But then, of course, as soon as I put some debugging statements in there, I'm not able to reproduce it
Uh-huh.
again.
If we have
Uh,
time, maybe we could pair on that.
yeah,
Because I
let's do.
see how you do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
later today. The Docker images thing, I didn't notice that. Um,
yeah. I think I'll just open a new issue for those because I saw at least two where all the tests passed, and then I think the reason that it failed overall is just because the cleanup failed. But
mhm.
I don't
And
know.
none of the other tests like failed.
No,
Oh, that's odd.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
my
that's
thing
all I
right
had, but go
here,
ahead. Yeah.
yeah, my thing right here is this is the known issue where, yeah, if you click into that, it's detected objects with changed resource version. Um,
Yep. This
so
is
this
still
is
going
like it
on
was
for
working in
sure.
a lot of places, and then I see in the comment that they have a fix, and then they're expecting it to fix a few of those cases on main. Um, yeah, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I think 12341 will fix it. Um, so then I was just trying to validate that that did fix it, and then if I click into the issue, I saw it did get cherry picked onto 1.9 and 1.10. It got cherry picked like 2 weeks ago. But
Yeah.
then I see like example of tests that are failing, and I don't know if it's maybe a false positive and something separate or if it's the same issue. So if you look into, let's see.
Yeah, I think it just didn't fix it completely because I see the same thing still going on. Maybe not as much as before, like you said, but
Okay, I mean, so if you look at my comment,
in here
uh,
or
on the issue,
sorry, I'm
that's okay.
all
There's like a lot of links, I know. Yeah. So that first one is the exact replica of the issue in terms of the actual error statement says when following the CAPI quick start should create work cluster. So that one's the
Mhm.
same one. But then the three on the bottom, I was unsure if they're false positives because they look a little bit different, but they're kind of similar. Like, see, it says when upgrading a workload cluster, so that's like different. But then if you click into that, it'll say detected objects with changed resource version. and that part looks the same. So I didn't know if those three tests would be something separate or if it's still the same.
Right. I mean, it seems like the same symptoms, but it's in a different area of the code. So,
Yeah.
uh, from Stefan's point of view, it might be a different bug. Maybe we should.
Okay, let me
But
update my
you've also
comment.
seen we've also seen the exact same thing happen in the same place too, right? So it's
Yeah, well, that's for okay, yeah, but it's one for 1.9. Let's
but
see.
it got cherry picked in there a while ago, so really it should be gone.
Yeah, can you double check the data for that one? Or yeah, see if maybe anything recently.
Uh, that was the 22nd, so maybe it's one of these failures.
It's that one right there, yeah.
Um,
Okay, that one's what you were
so
talking.
okay, so this is what I'm talking about. See, everything seems to have succeeded. If you go through the logs, there's nothing weird, and the only thing that looks like it might have caused the failure is we still had some kind containers running.
Mhm.
So I've seen a few of these, so this is what I want to report. So maybe that's not the same thing. But maybe this one.
No,
No,
it says should create workload cluster maybe.
here it is. Yeah. So this is pretty much the same thing that we thought was fixed. Is that what you're saying?
Let me just update the comment then to say that the bottom three are similar symptoms but separate area, and then that this one is exactly the same.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, well, and I mean, we don't have to, if it looks pretty similar, we can just uh, reopen the issue or what, or I guess still haven't closed it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was validating it correctly. But yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Anyway, overall, CI is looking pretty good, and we're trying to track some things down. There's two flakes that we have uh, PR sort of in progress for, and one of them I'm looking at. So hopefully we can get some stuff off the board. Okay, comms team, Chandan, do you have anything to update?
Yeah, I just have to go through some of the PRs that is raised for the issue that is in the this sprint. So yeah, that's I have to take a look. Nothing much.
Great. Yeah, that's great. We have a contribution. Let me look at the tasks list. Oh, we already did this, really? I don't think there's anything else to go over here. Unless people have questions. And then the improvement board. Um, at least we are digging into a few of these things. The which one? The release notes. I don't know if that addresses this one. Oh, this one. This one might
This
get fixed. Yeah,
yeah. So the PR is raised. I am just taking a look.
great. And then this is one of the ones Alima and I were mumbling about here. And this one too. So maybe these will get fixed, but at least we're trying to whittle down the backlog rather than just report them. Fabrizio, you might have seen Fabrizio reached out last week in the I think in the release channel and was just saying, hey, can we try and get some fixes here? Basically saying, maintainers are really busy with V1 beta 2, so it's not realistic that they're going to be able to fix many flakes. So hopefully we can help them out. That's all I had. Any other questions or anything people want to share? Looks like no. Right on. Thanks everybody for helping out. We'll see you next week.
Thanks everybody. Bye bye.